Now, this morning, the Wexford Waterford National Hurling League match was called off, although many had already made their way to New Ross before they heard the news. Marty Morrissey was one of those.
Waterford-Wexford games are special, even when they meet in the National League.
You would think the All-Ireland final was at stake here in New Ross.
But New Ross was rather quiet today, except for the crowd who witnessed the launching and naming ceremony of the Dunbrody tall ship. For hurling fans, there was no match. The pitch declared unplayable this morning.
Well, we left County Meath this morning at 11 o'clock. We support Waterford and we travel around quite a bit for the 21s and the minors. And I think having made it at this stage with 7 minutes to spare, we were delighted, obviously. But to have seen a brown notice up there saying match cancelled, I think it treats supporters fairly badly. I think when we're left that way, and we had the radio on various stations on the way down, and for a Division 1 hurling match to be cancelled with a brown notice up like that, I don't think it treats supporters fairly fairly, to be honest. I think it forgets about the distance we've travelled down, and we've been another 3-hour journey behind us now going back home again. You know, so I think it's obviously we're disappointed.
We headed up like most people would. We thought it'd be a good match on, but nobody told us that it was cancelled. No announcements on the radio or nothing like that. So we came up and now just stuck here. No match.
Of course I'm disappointed. I like the hurling. I followed the hurling quite a lot. And I suppose these things happen.
Some people came well prepared. It didn't soften the disappointment though.
I am really. It's a pity really, but I suppose it couldn't be helped. I don't know actually what's happened.
Has it ruined your day?
Not really. Go back to the pub.
It probably will be the last time a match in Wexford will be cancelled. The £3.2 million Wexford Park is almost complete. A magnificent stadium with the latest facilities. But all of this doesn't compensate for today's cancellation.
We called the match off at about 10:30 this morning. We notified the local radio, and it was on probably half-hour bulletins on the local radio, and that would be the only way we would have notifying people. Likewise in Waterford, Seamus Grant had done the same with WLR, and the local radio had put the bulletins out on a regular basis. Now, other than that, I don't see what we can do. Word of mouth, all right, it got around a lot, and the people in New Ross obviously knew. We rang some of the officials on the county board, and they would have passed on the word to others. Inevitably, there would be those, but we apologise for people who might have turned up. Unfortunately, these things are going to happen, particularly at this time of the year.
Today for us is an anticlimactic day and is actually very, very counterproductive from the point of view of preparing teams. It's a disaster really, particularly in view of the fact that we played on a bad pitch last Sunday. I would have been unhappy with the pitch last Sunday. Because we won, we beat Laois, I was in a position to say that. But the reality is, Marty, that managers don't decide when you play or when you don't play. The decisions are made by games administration.
No hurling people, none of the hurling teams would agree with what's happening at the moment, and it definitely will have to be revisited and reviewed.
Well, 2 games did go ahead in Division 1.